watashi. Watashi. Other words to say watashi are ore or boku, which men generally use. Another word is atashi, used by females to sound more feminine or cute. And the very formal way of saying watashi is watakushi, which you will hear usually in a very formal setting or situation. Watashi tachi. Watashi tachi. Anata. Anata. I noticed that when you're not very close to someone you're talking to, you don't address them directly as anata or you, but instead you call them or address them by their name. So for example, you want to ask, are you okay? Directly to the person you're talking to, you say, for example, that their name is Suzuki-san. So you say, instead of, are you, anata wa daijoubu desu ka? You say, Suzuki-san wa daijoubu desu ka? Are you okay, Mr. Suzuki? So just be very careful with using anata. Again, if you're not very close to someone, it's better to use or address them by their first name or last name followed by san instead of saying anata. Also, this word can also be used as a term of endearment. Sometimes wives would refer or call their husband anata. Ano hito. Ano hito. Or the more polite way of saying this is ano kata. Ano kata. Ano means that and hito means person. Minasan. Minasan. San. San. So this is the equivalent of Mr., Miss, or Mrs. in English, and it's just a way of showing respect to the person you're talking to. Chan. Chan. In general, it is used for babies, for example, Aka-chan or Risa-chan, or young children, or even grandparents like Oba-chan, Oji-chan. But this can also be used among friends or lovers who've known each other for a long time. This just means that the speaker finds the other person cute or attractive or lovable. Kun. Kun. In general, it is used for young boys or young adult male or even among male friends. Jin. Jin. For example, a Filipino is Philippine Jin. An American is America Jin. And a Japanese person is Nihon Jin. And so on. Sensei. Sensei. Notice that we have a long vowel at the end. Se. Okay? Sensei. Kyoshi. Kyoshi. Again, another long vowel. Kyo. Kyoshi. So, the difference between sensei and kyoshi is that sensei is only referring to another teacher. So, if you are going to introduce yourself and you want to say that you are a teacher, you say, watashi wa kyoshi desu. Gakusei. Gakusei. Notice how we don't pronounce the u in the ku syllable. It becomes gakusei. Kaisha-in. Kaisha-in. Kaisha means company and in means member. Shain. Shain. Ginko-in. Ginko-in. Notice that the N syllable or N becomes NG sound because it is followed by a K or ko. So it becomes ginko. Ginko-in. Ginko means bank and in again means member. Isha. Isha. Kenkyusha. Kenkyusha. Engineer. Engineer. Daigaku. 大学病院病院電気電気誰誰 or the more polite way is どなたどなた歳歳 For example, 5 years old is 5歳 and 30 years old is 30歳何歳何歳 or the more polite way is おいくつおいくつ
A couple of months ago, the UK announced a 2-year post-study work visa for all their international students pursuing their masters in the UK. If you're planning to study abroad right now, this is a huge change you need to factor in while making a decision. Because the dream of settling in UK
はいはいいいえいいえ So, make sure that you extend the E syllable いいえいいえ失礼ですが失礼ですが or 失礼ですが So the ga syllable can also be pronounced as nga. So whether you pronounce it as ga or nga is just a personal preference. 失礼ですが失礼ですがお名前はお名前は So the translation is may I have your name, but this literally means your name is with a rising intonation. This is a casual or informal way of asking someone's name. Namae is the Japanese for name, and the prefix o makes it more polite. But if you are in a formal setting, it is best to say onamae wa nan desu ka? Which means what's your name? Hajimemashite. Hajimemashite. So this is the first phrase or an expression that you say when you're introducing yourself for the first time to someone. It means how do you do, but it's the literal translation is for the first time. So usually it goes like hajimemashite, watashi wa dare dare desu. So notice that the I in the shi syllables becomes silent. Hajimemashite. どうぞよろしくお願いします。The natural way of saying this is どうぞよろしくお願いします。So this is a very formal expression usually used at the end of a self-introduction. A less formal way of saying this is どうぞよろしく or just よろしく. This phrase actually has other meanings depending on the situation, which you will learn later on. But for the meantime, this means pleased to meet you or please be nice to me. こちらは誰々さんです。So 誰々 is who. So I just replaced the blank part with 誰々. So meaning you put in a name of someone there. So this phrase is used when you are introducing someone to someone else. For example, こちらはブラッド・ピットさんです。This is Brad Pitt. どこどこから来ました。どこ is where. So どこどこから来ました。I came from or I'm from. So usually when you do self-introduction and you're a foreigner, you usually say this phrase. For example, I'm from the Philippines. フィリピンから来ました。Or I'm from Japan. 日本から来ました。Or I'm from America. アメリカから来ました。So here are some examples of how you pronounce a common countries in Japanese. アメリカ、アメリカ。イギリス、イギリス。インド、インド。インドネシア、インドネシア。韓国、韓国。タイ、タイ。 ドイツ、ドイツ。フランス、フランス。ブラジル、ブラジル。日本、日本。フィリピン、フィリピン。Now let's review. Let's see how much you remember.